I hope you are all well and fine. So today I am giving you the explanation of and giving the explanation and telling you about a new lesson, that is Taro's reward. This is a very interesting story about a boy named Taro, and in the story you will come to know what was the reward which was given to Taro. So now I am starting my lesson, Taro's reward. A young woodcutter named Taro, he lived with his mother and father on a lonely hillside. There was a boy who used to live with his parents near a hillside. पहाड़ी के टीले के पास रहता था. His only work was to chop the woods in the forest. लकड़ियाँ काटने का काम वो करता था. Though he worked very hard, but he earned very little money. He was not getting much money. So this made him sad, for he was a thoughtful son. As he was a very good and hard-working boy, but he was not getting as much money. He was a very caring son, but he was not getting money, so he was very sad and wanted to give, and he was sad because he wanted to help his parents and give his parents everything. So one evening, when Taro and his parents were sitting in a corner of their hut, a strong wind began to blow. When Taro and his parents were sitting in the hut, suddenly a very cold wind started blowing. ठंडी हवा चलने लगी. It whistled through the cracks of the hut, and the wind was coming into the hut with the help of crack. तो जो दरवाजे में झिर्रियाँ होती हैं, छेद होते हैं, उनसे हवा अंदर आने लगी. Suddenly Taro's father said, because his father was feeling very cold, so his father said, I wish I had a cup of sake. Sake is a Japanese drink. इसको शराब कहते हैं. It would warm me and to my old good heart. Father said, if I will get that sake, which is a Japanese drink, then I will be okay and my heart will be also very good. I will be very warm. When Taro came to know about his father's problem, he became sadder than ever. For the heart-warming drink called sake was very expensive, because the drink which was required for the father was very costly, expensive, मतलब महंगी थी वो बहुत. How do I earn more money? Now he was thinking continuously. Taro started thinking how he can earn money so that he can get sake for his father. So he decided that he will work very hard now. He will work more and more. Next morning, Taro jumped out of his bed and started for his work earlier. He chopped and cut, he cut. He started cutting many wood, too much wood from the forest and the trees. And when he was busy in this chopping, the sun rose up and it was afternoon time. And so because it was afternoon time, so Taro became very warm and he took off his jacket because he was feeling very hot. His mouth was also dry, he was feeling very thirsty. And then he remembered his father and thought, if only he was as warm as I. काश मेरे पिता को भी इतनी गर्मी मिल जाती सर्दी में जितनी मुझे. And with that he began to chop even faster. And then he started his chopping faster, thinking of the extra money he must earn to buy the sake. उसने सोचा कि ज़्यादा लकड़ी काटूंगा तो ज़्यादा पैसे कमाऊंगा, and then he will be able to give his father the sake, and the sake will warm the old man's bones. और sake जो है वो मेरे बूढ़े पिता की हड्डियों को गर्मी देगा. Then suddenly Taro stopped chopping because he heard a sound of rushing something. He heard a sound in the forest, and it was the sound he was thinking of rushing water. उसे ऐसा लग रहा था कि नदी बहने की आवाज़ आ रही है. So he was also feeling very thirsty. The axe dropped out of his hand. कुल्हाड़ी उसके हाथों से छूट गई because he ran in the direction of the sound. When Taro went into the forest, he saw a beautiful little waterfall behind a rock. उसने एक झरना देखा चट्टान के पीछे. He kneeling at a place he dropped down on his knees on the ground where the water was flowing quietly. He cupped a little in his hand. उसने वहाँ अपने हाथों का कप सा बनाया और उसमें से वो पानी पिया. Was it water? And then it started tasting the water. Or was it sake? When he drank it, he could not tell whether it was water or whether it was sake. He tasted it again and again. So just to confirm himself, just to be sure, he drank again and again and tasted again and again. And always it was the delicious sake. But every time he drank, the taste was of sake, not of cold water. Taro quickly filled the pitcher. Taro was very happy because he was getting sake. So he filled the pitcher. उसने अपना वो pot जो था घड़ा भर लिया और घर की तरफ भागा. The old man was very happy with the sake. He was very happy when he saw sake and he drank sake. After drinking a little liquid, father stopped shivering. पिता ने कांपना बंद कर दिया. Now he was feeling very warm and he was very happy. So he started dancing on the floor, in the middle of the floor. तो घर के बीच फर्श में अंदर वो नाचने लगा. That afternoon, a neighbor stopped by for a visit. On the same afternoon, a neighbor came to Taro's house. Taro's father politely offered her a cup of the sake. So the lady who came to visit Taro's house, father gave him sake to drink. The lady drank like a greedy person. लालचियों की तरह उसने sake पिया. And she thanked the old man for giving her sake. Then Taro told her the story of the magic waterfall. Then Taro told her about that story, that how he got this sake. She left in a hurry. कहानी सुनने के बाद उसे जल्दी हो गई. By nightfall, रात होते होते, she had spread the story of the sake and the waterfall in the village. रात तक उसने सारी बात गांव में फैला दी कि झरने के पास झरना जो है, झरने में से साके मिल रहा है. That evening, that very same evening, there was a long procession of visitors. एक लंबा सा अतिथियों का जुलूस, लोगों का जुलूस वुडकटर के घर के बाहर आ गया. Each man heard the story of the waterfall. हर आदमी ने कहानी सुनी झरने की. And took a sip of the sake. और उसके घर से वो साके सबने टेस्ट किया. 1 घंटे के अंदर उसका सारा घड़ा खाली हो गया. In a less than an hour, his whole pot was empty in which he brought the sake. Next morning, Taro started for work even earlier. अगले दिन तारो ने अपना काम ज़रूरत से ज़्यादा जल्दी शुरू कर लिया. He carried with him the largest pitcher he owned. अपने घर से सबसे बड़ा घड़ा लेके वो वहाँ गया. For he intended first of all, because his intention, his desire was to first of all fill the pitcher with sake. When he reached, जब वो वहाँ पहुँचा, he was shocked to see that all his neighbors were there, and they were having pitchers, pots, buckets, because they also wanted to take sake with them. Then one villager knelt. फिर उनमें से एक आदमी झुका and held his mouth under the waterfall. झरने के नीचे मुंह लगा के पानी पीने लगा. He drank again and again. बार बार पिया. And then shouted angrily. गुस्से में चिल्लाया. पानी है, सिर्फ पानी. It is nothing but water. There is no sake. Everybody tried, but everybody was having and getting the taste of cold water. They were very annoyed. They were very angry. बड़े गुस्सा हुए कि हमसे झूठ बोला गया. We have been tricked. एक गाँव वाला चिल्लाया, हमें धोखा दिया है. Where is Taro? तारो को ढूंढो. Let us drown him in this waterfall. चलो तारो को इसी झरने में डुबा देते हैं. But Taro had been wise enough to slip behind a rock. But Taro was very intelligent. He came to know the intentions of the villagers. So he hid behind a rock. तो वो एक चट्टान के पीछे छुप गया. And he was not found by the villagers. Muttering their anger, गुस्से में बड़बड़ाते हुए, and showing their disappointment, निराश होते हुए, the villagers left the place one by one. Taro then, when they left the place, when the villagers were not near the waterfall, Taro came out from his hiding place. Was it true? क्या सच है? He wondered. Was the sake a dream? क्या ये सच है कि ये sake मेरा एक सपना था? Again he took a little water in his hand and put it to his lips. दोबारा उसने वो थोड़ा पानी अपने हाथ में लेके पिया. It was the same fine sake. उसको फिर sake का ही स्वाद आया. So children, to that very kind, thoughtful, good son, the magic waterfall gave delicious sake. झरना जो था वो साके सिर्फ तारो को दे रहा था क्योंकि वो बहुत ज़्यादा चिंता करने वाला और परवाह करने वाला बेटा था. But to everyone else who were very greedy, it was only giving cold water. So now the story of Taro and his magic waterfall reached the Emperor of Japan. The same story of the waterfall now was heard by the King of Japan, Emperor of Japan. So he called, when he heard the story, he called the young woodcutter. Story सुनने के बाद उसने woodcutter को बुलाया and gave him as a reward 20 pieces of gold. 20 सोने के सिक्के he was given by the king because he was very good and kind. For his nature, for his good behavior, because he was very good and kind, so the emperor rewarded him. Then he named the most beautiful fountain in the city after Taro. उसने अपने नगर का फुहारा जो था उसका नाम भी तारो के नाम पे रखा. Why he did this? He did this, said the emperor, just to encourage all children to honor and obey their parents. राजा ने कहा मैंने तारो का नाम से झरना फुहारा इसलिए रखा है ताकि so that I can motivate all other children also to be like Taro. They should honor their parents, they should obey their parents just like Taro gives honor and obeys his parents. So children, the moral and the main idea behind the story is we should be very kind, good, and we should honor and obey our parents. So this is the story, Taro's reward, and the moral of the story is very good. We should also honor and obey our parents just like Taro. I hope you must have understood the lesson and everything must be clear to you about this lesson, that is Taro's reward. Listen to the video carefully, children, and try to do the questions and exercises. Okay then, that is all.